Good morning. This is not Manchester. This is not even Europe. We are in the US of States. NYC, the Big Apple. So good, they named it twice. And look who's out here with us.
Hiya! How's it going?
This guy, young Oliver. We've come over to New York City, and last night we put a show on at Times Square in the Palladium with Takeface, and it was mint. So here you go, here's some footage from it right now. But more importantly, it is Sunday, so it is time for a Pootle. We are going to explore New York City via trainer. But we are heading out this morning. First stop, Central Park.
Central Park.
Central Park.
I've got a plan for the day, mate. I'm your tour guide. I'm the tour guide, you're the pacer.
Okay, first stop, Central Park. Maybe we'll get Ollie to give us a rundown on what else he's got in store for us today. It is exciting. About 2/3 across Central Park. It's nice, breakfast is settling, but Ollie's about to talk us through what he's got in store for us today.
So, we're running up the east side of Central Park, and then we're probably going to cut across to the west side a bit early rather than going all the way up to the top. Then we're going to come all the way down the west side of Manhattan through Hell's Kitchen and get on the High Line, which is a really cool old railway line, I think. Yeah, we're going to come off the end of the High Line, carry on down the west side of Manhattan. We're going to go into Greenwich Village, and
That's not in London.
not in London.
Okay.
No.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my swimmers.
No. That's where we're going to stop for lunch.
Oh,
Yeah. So
lunch.
we're going to stop for pizza in Greenwich Village, and probably, you know what? I'm thinking maybe a beer.
A beer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
it's like a Crag Runner Ultra.
I've got been given some recommendations from the current TD on Takeface's tour, who lives in New York. So we've got a couple of pizza place recommendations and a fantastic pub beer place. So I'm going to stop and do that. Then we're going to carry on. We're going to go down into the financial district. We're going to go and see Ground Zero Memorial. Then down onto Wall Street.
Better make sure we avoid the wolves.
Yeah. Then from there, and this is a firm favourite. In fact, I'm not going to tell you what this one is because it's a bit of a surprise for Mr. Martin.
Building a surprise for the road.
Yeah, it will appeal to his geek nature, I think. From there we're going to get a ferry across to Governor's Island, where we'll get a good view of downtown Manhattan and the Statue of Liberty. Then from there we're going to get a ferry across to Brooklyn, run across the Brooklyn Bridge. Then we're going to run back up the east side of Manhattan, stopping to take in the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building. And then we're going to go and drink red wine and eat steak.
What a day. It has to be said, we've absolutely got no idea at all on the mileage. Not exactly the freshest after 2 days of no sleep due to jet lag and running shows, but it'd be alright. That's what caffeine was invented for, and maybe a couple of beers to take the edge off it. Okay, right, very much in the thick of Central Park, so let's move on. Come down Broadway, and here we are, right in the thick of the magic. Times Square. It's very exciting.
Didn't we put on a show here last night?
We did put in a show here last night.
That was
I remember.
Quite a moment, that, wasn't it?
Made it onto the High Line. Can't go quite down to the very end of the tracks at the moment because they're doing some work in it, so we can't get quite down to the Hudson, but we are otherwise pretty much down the bottom end. So let's see what I can remember about this from watching some YouTube videos. So basically this is a former elevated train track, and it was built 1929 and opened in 1930, and the reason for that is because the trains used to run at street level, and people were dying. They just weren't noticing the trains, they were just getting run over. So the first solution was to bring in some cowboys that used to be on horseback in front of the trains, just to basically sort of shove everyone out of the way and warn them so they didn't get run over. But eventually they were like, that's not good enough, we'll build an elevated train. So that's what they did. And that was the original High Line, which opened in 1930 and ran until 1980, and then it was closed and basically just started to get derelict and overgrown and all that kind of thing. And then a group of people bunched together and formed the Friends of the High Line, decided to convert it into a public space, and in 2009 that's what they did. So yeah, it's been planted, it's been landscaped. I think as we get further up there's some sort of art installations, and it's just a very cool way to see New York because you've got a little bit of height, and yeah, we're going to run it. It's about 1.5 miles total, so probably a bit less with that bit cut off. So here we go. Welcome to the High Line. So there you go. That is a full tour of the High Line. So all the way from as close to the Hudson as we could get through to the Whitney Museum of Art. What a brilliant structure. What a great idea to take that old dilapidated L and make it into this. Yeah, awesome. Okay, we move on. Being very touristy now, and we have arrived at a very famous building if you're into a certain television show called Friends. There we go, I'll be there for you. I've only got one question. Who are you gonna call? And next up is Ground Zero, World Trade Center, which is a very cool, bright and vibrant affair, but you can't help but feel somber, which I guess makes sense really. But yeah, here we are. So just wandering down to the exact spot where the tower stood. And just heading over to where the other tower once stood. Come from Wall Street, no wolves. So down the Hudson, and we jump on a ferry, so might have to sit down for a bit, which is nice. Over to Governor's Island, and let's see if we can find a big statue.
Some time later.
there we go, the run with the boat ride, which was fun. So Governor's Island, gonna go and find a spot and see if we can catch a sight of a big statue. There she is. There she is. The Statue of Liberty. So I've just taken the ferry back from Governor's Island all the way to Dumbo, basically just so we can run the Brooklyn Bridge because it looks cool. So that's what we're doing. What have we got here? Manhattan Bridge. Pretty. Very pretty. Here we go, Brooklyn Bridge. It's busy, so I don't know how much running we'll do, but we'll have a go. But it's pretty awesome. Brooklyn Bridge, that was awesome. And churros. Hopefully keep us going. Okay, penultimate tourist destination. It is the Empire State Building. Let's see if you can see it. It's quite big. It's quite big. One more destination to go, and then it's time to eat, drink, and be merry. Okay, shall we pootle on? Pootle, 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 pootle. There it is, Chrysler Building. The final stop of our little tourist tour. So there you go. What time did we set off this morning? Just before 10?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's 8 o'clock now, give or take. 7:30. So there you go. And we have done about 36 or so K, give or take. New York City via trainer. See you next time.